Rapid Transit in York County announcing proposed fare hikes and warns service cuts could be on the way if transportation funding is cut from this year's state budget. Fox 43's James Corrigan explains how issues with Philadelphia's mass transit funding could impact local service.
Mass transit funding is seen by many as being limited to cities like Philadelphia and Pittsburgh. But in York County, transit officials are sounding the alarm that without sufficient funding, groups like Rapid Transit could see a rapid decline.
A ride in Philadelphia, a ride in Sunbury, Pennsylvania. Both those rides are equally as important.
Rapid Transit Executive Director Richard Farr says there would be fewer of those rides if Governor Josh Shapiro's proposed $292 million of mass transit funding does not make it into the state budget. The agency has alerted its customers that fare hikes are on the way, and Farr says Rapid projects one more year of good fiscal standing without the funding.
26-27 is when we predict to hit the wall, and at that point we will have no choice but to do service changes, where there's going to have to be some service reductions.
It comes amidst pushback from legislative Republicans on the transit funding, particularly when it comes to Philadelphia's SEPTA. Republican State Senator Kristen Phillips-Hill praised Rapid for its business model, but says SEPTA needs to change its model to offset its shortfall of over $200 million.
We need them to step up, to evaluate their business model, to look at where they can find efficiencies and where they can do a better job.
But Farr says any cut to one agency will mean a cut to agencies in all 67 counties, and that Rapid could lose up to 25% of routes he says are critical for residents of 11 central Pennsylvania counties.
If they don't fund SEPTA, they don't fund Rapid Transit. And I believe that the constituents that live in our 11 counties here in central Pennsylvania along the Susquehanna River are equally as important, and they need transit too.
James Corrigan, Fox 43 News.